that I am able to make the second live streaming video today. So it's a pleasure to say welcome and welcome and welcome to another video. All right. Okay, and credits to Psycho Micro Futures. That's where I'm getting the music from. Okay, a big credit and a big shout out to you. Now, today, or in the part 2 of the live streaming for the 17th day in the month of August 2026, we will keep looking at the instrument that we've been looking at, and also I will also take my time to analyze some other financial instruments that have been there and that were there in the first part of this live streaming that I did not mention. I'm just gonna do a rough check on each and every, okay, just for the purpose of this live streaming. But everything always comes from, if you want a deep check, if you want a deep analysis, please always take your time, all right, and go to our website. All right, always take your time and go to our website, and it is here in the market pulse. You will get to see the breaking news, the economic calendar, you will see the market pulse, you will see the asset strength, and also you are going to see the trade bias. This is the heart of the BeaconFX.trade web project, okay, or the Forex or the financial trading project. This is the heart of it. All right. And any information you want is actually there on the description of this video. Okay, back to where we were. Let's quickly go to the chart. Now you look at it here. If you remember that earlier on, I did analyze this point, okay? And why the analysis was actually, coming or happening, then came a signal, for a continuation of this move from this zone. Okay, I will draw this first. Then there was a continuation. I'm sorry. There was actually a continuation here. Like, maybe are we continuing to buy? If I have to do it the proper way. Okay, I'm using the psychological level, tops and bottom, like for this analysis. Okay, there was actually a continuation, from the signals that we got, and I was like, okay, maybe it has a potential to continue moving to the north. To the north, when I say to the north, means potential to move up, potential for price to become bullish again after this little correctional move. All right, or this little, can I call it a consolidation? Because if you look at this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, in between these 10 hours, price has consolidated on a 1 hour time frame, and I am an intraday trader. Okay, so I have every reason to look at price like, okay, what has price been doing? Where are we? Are we continuing to buy? Do we have a good signal to buy? Or do we have a good bullish momentum? Is the momentum actually bullish? Is there potential for it to go? How long can it go? Okay, from touching one psychology from coming from a very good level or a very reliable zone at the bottom and then hitting the another zone. So all of this you had to put together. These are the things we teach at the market control framework, the MCF, the approach that BeaconFX.trade uses. All right, so that, let me use the Bible word, that begat, B-E-G-A-T, that begat, that gave birth to this signal you saw here. All right. So even if it goes in the negative direction, it doesn't mean that the signal or the analysis was wrong or it was bad. Now, the point here also is that I'd already analyzed this, that we have a zone in the 1 hour time frame, intraday trading wise. All right. Price has started forming this zone here. Can I make it big? All right. Now look at this. Price has started forming a zone 1, 2, 3. Maybe we are going to get number 4, or maybe price is going to break above it. But yes, the stop loss is here. That is as simple as it is. This same method or this same measure is what is actually and also given to every other assets or instrument rather that is being traded here via or with our MCF market control framework approach. All right. So that's the beauty of it. That's what we are trying to achieve, what we are trying to make happen. I always say this: nobody has the monopoly, the price. Nobody has the monopoly to what price will do. Everybody is just out there using what they have to what get what they want from the forex or the crypto or the futures, financial market. All right. So that is just, that about that. Nobody has the monopoly. Nobody has the holy grail. All right. Now, I'll show you another one while we are still at it. Okay, let's go to the smaller time frame to see what we have. Now you see. Now you see. It is the same thing everywhere. It is the same thing. And I know, see, understand based on the MCF, methodology or the approach, the market control framework, we tend to understand what the macro, I think that is on the home page. Let me quickly go there so that we can talk about it as fast as possible. Okay. I'm going to take a little time and we're going to go look at it. Okay. This is it at the home page, yo. Okay. Now the 5 layers that BeaconFX.trade has, we tend to see the macro. That is what gave birth to the market intelligence, where we look at the market pulse, then to the asset strength, and also then to the trade buyer. So there is this market pulse impulsive move, then there's this market pulse reversal, and there is this other ones. Okay, so we tend to look at this to know the environment that we are into, then the structure mapping, then the liquidity mapping, then the execution layer, and then the capital management. Now I'm just going to talk about, this is what, before it gets to the execution, which is where everything you now have to put together comes in. The first three things, the first three layer has to now be put together. This is, before it gets there, you must know the macro, which is also called the directional context or the global context. Okay. And then the market architecture, and then also the, everything as it is supposed to be. Now, when all of those are understood, when you put all of those in place, when everything becomes intact, understood, well cleared, acknowledged, all parameters of those first three, the macro, excuse me, the macro, the structure, the liquidity has been put in place, then I don't think there should be anything that can hinder, you from not looking for an entry or get to the execution layer, to find the, to execute the market in the best possible way. And it doesn't mean you're going to be right at all times, okay? And that is that's about that. Let me quickly look at something else here. Okay. So that means we are still good. Now let's go back to the charts. And then maybe, I know a lot of traders, if you watched the part one of, let's call it the London session, it was actually near the end of London session, but it was still in the London session though. If you watched the London session, I know a lot of traders would have, oh, that is not what I want. Oh, it's not supposed to be like this. Its entry was had to go a little negative before. No, that's not how it works. All right. But the most important thing is, directionally we were right, even though price to give us about 90 something pips, negative, but it didn't hit our stop loss. And then now we are back to the top. The same thing with other ones that we have actually looked at. Now let me also, for now, let me see if I can analyze another one. I'll take my time. Okay. Now, I'll look at Euro USD because I got the signal also for Euro USD earlier on too. The point is, look at it also from the 1 hour time frame. A big question: do you always know when price, say, do you always know when price, makes this move? Do you always know when price makes this move? What are the parameters, that you put in place to make sure that, okay, once this thing starts, then I would not that I'm going to start immediately with it. All parameters, your own parameters, maybe all our own MCF parameters has to be put in place to make sure that you are in line with not what everyone is doing, okay? But you are in line with what the market itself, because it's two different things. What the market is doing and what everybody is doing. All right. That's why you see, it's always out there. Oh, 95% of people lose, or 97% of people lose. Why all of this and why all of that? All right. But now look at what we have here. Price has reached a top. Let's go to 15 minutes. Maybe we can find it clearly. All right. Price has reached a top. But if you're looking at it from here, you will be, might be insinuating, okay, has it started dropping? Have we entered into the sell structure? Have we entered into is the momentum, bearish? What's the bias? Okay. Is how much of the bearish volatility do we have? All of these questions you begin to ask. But the question is, what is the market doing? All right. Now, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. What is the market doing? So here, it's very easy to just analyze, but we try as much as possible to go into understanding so many things I wish I could show here. All right. But if I do that, I think I've a lot of our subscribers, a lot of our students, a lot of our subscribers, I call them members, would be like, why do I have to pay? Or why do I have to go take a course at BeaconFX.trade if, one day or someday this information is going to be out there? All right. Now, when you begin to have this is an oversold in the old language or the old terminology or the old language we used to use, an oversold. Sorry, an overbought rather. Sorry, this is an overbought. Okay. And people will be like, oh, this is liquidity. This is a liquidity area. Okay, this one, the price is going to do, if he hits this, maybe it's going to hunt, maybe anywhere above this price is going to hunt liquidity, or other people would, see a different name to give to it. But at this point, what is the market actually doing? All right. It's very easy to understand. I could do that. Whatever it is that I have, maybe few of the things that are there in, let's just say a little bit of what is there in the market pulse or in the market intelligence. You will see few of it in, yes, I have to be plain to you guys. You will see few of it in forexfactory.com, in some other, financial trading websites too. All right. What is the market saying is different from what is everybody saying. All right. That's why you go to, if you go to some of, let's just say for instance, X, formerly Twitter, maybe someone, made a screenshot and post it there on X, or has initiated a trade, an order, maybe a buy, a sell, maybe a buy or which is long or a short order. He would, and people start, commenting, or people start, yes, posting their, dropping their comments. A lot of, these people, good guys though, you will see, people condemning what the effort of others. Oh, you are this. Oh, you are that. Oh, you were wrong. Oh, you are not right. All right. And when it continues to happen like that, at the end of the day, you get to see that majority were wrong. That is the part that market wants to keep, the part of people that market wants to keep, because they bring liquidity to the market. Oh God, okay, I'm not supposed to say that. They bring liquidity to the market. They bring strength to the market. They bring, what the proprietary trading firm needs. An answer, or yes, a result of, I mean, is it an answer to their result, or a result to their answer, or a result or an answer to their questions and all of that? Okay. What is the market doing? What is everyone doing? This is a beautiful question you need to ask yourself. All right. So let's go back to the Euro USD. In this case, I may not necessarily, have started selling Euro USD from here. Why? If you go to the market pulse, I'm not going to go there for this video. I just wanted to, open up the mind of people. There is no nothing that backs the US dollar up for it to start buying. Okay, nothing really backs it up for it to start buying. Okay, let me show you an instance. When this news came, the previous news that came, where the previous US dollar news that came earlier on, I'm not sure if you're right. I want to go there. All right, let's quickly go there so that we can see. We can talk about it, quickly. I'm not going to go to the market post today. Okay. All right. So this, I think it will be clearer when we go straight to released. All right. Now this is it. The news that happened at 12:30 UTC about Canadian dollar, the 677 Canadian dollar news that happened. Immediately I saw it, I was like, okay, this is good for the Canadian dollar. I don't know what everybody or anybody else think, but my system or the MCF said or showed us that it's good for the Canadian dollar. Yes, go check in the what's it called? Market pulse. That it's good for the Canadian dollar. And we took the seller there. Now, don't forget that the card had been dropping, has been buying, against the US dollar. Canadian dollar has been buying, is strong as against the US dollar. Now, the news that was dropped, some 1.5 hours ago, also still supports that Canadian dollar is still strong. So why would I have to? I hope you understand what I mean. That gave back, okay, that thing, this in the New York session, possibility that the Canadian dollar could still be, if there is no news that counters the strength of the Canadian, imagine 6-7 news, almost everything supports the Canadian dollar based on what we have. And the MCF and the market post says that the Canadian dollar is stronger than the US dollar. Then we will have to look for a very good entry using our own discretion. Am I correct? English discretion. Yes. To sell USD card. By selling USD card, it means we are buying the Canadian dollar and then selling the US dollar. Okay. So that is that about that. Now let me show you something about the XAG USD. And let me show you something about NASDAQ. These are the 3 trades I took earlier on. In fact, I think I should go to, let's do it from the browser. Okay, go to signals. Now you see, these are the 4 trades. Four trades ongoing. Let me just say 4 trades ongoing today. Am I correct? August 2026. Okay. Now that's it. But I don't want to dwell here. I think those are the 4 trades we have to take so that I am not I think, okay, one more trade can still go. About 3-4 trades, has 4-5 trades in a day. All right. So where are we? What are we saying? What we doing? What are we doing? Now, these are the things that most of us don't understand. In fact, I used to be one of them. And a lot of us here used to be one of them. Okay? A lot of us used to be one of them. The beautiful thing is that in 6 months, there has not been, we have had 0 losing months. I'm not saying it's not possible to have a 0, I mean, a 1 or 2, 3, 0 losing, I mean, 1 or 2, 3, 4 losing months. All right. But we have tried as much as possible since March. We had 57%. We have 32.8%. In the third month, which is May, we had 82%. Wow. And followed by 40.2%. And this month, okay, what's it called? We are in July. We had 19.3%, and currently we are still at 15%. This is August, right? We are currently at 15%. That is that. If you need to verify this, you just need to go to what's it called, performance. All right. There's nothing hidden. All right. There is nothing hidden here. It's here in the performance. It's here in the performance. Say we got it this way. Just like this. Everything we are trading is shown. All right. Everything you're trading is shown, and it can also be verified here. So let's go back to the trade though. Let's go back to the trade. Go back to your trade, oh. Go back. Yeah. Okay. So the beautiful thing is it's working. The beautiful thing is it's working. And the idea we are trying to, what we're trying to do here is price going to, that's for XAU USD. Is price definitely going to break above here? If it does, definitely it will hit our TP. But if it does not, then maybe the same thing with XAG USD. The same thing with Nasdaq versus, okay, Nasdaq, that is NAS 100, not versus. And also we have this as a sell earlier on. I think what it's trying to do is what it's trying to do. And also we have USD card. This was after the news. All right. And lastly, that is this one. We are also contemplating buying. This could be the 5th trade that we're going to have today. In fact, I'm saying, okay, this was just a pullback. No, it's not a pullback. Okay. Yeah, I could take a sell, a buy from here. That makes, that's complete the 5th trade for today. So if there are other trades, I'm not going to take at all. All right. Any other trade today, I'm not going to, dabble into it. But remember, if you watch the previous video, what I said was, when I looked at the 1 hour time frame, we have gotten here, but we have a signal. We were looking for, okay, maybe price can start dropping from here. But what happened? What really happened? There was a signal to buy XAGUSD, and I was like, okay, XAGUSD. If what I always do is when I see a signal for, if when I'm analyzing XAUUSD, the MCF, which is the market control framework, also, there's the system also, teaches us to, yeah, I give you that one for free. Also analyze XAGUSD. Okay, so if you're also analyzing, maybe you get a signal for XAGUSD, the system also allows you to analyze XAUUSD. That is gold and silver versus the US dollar. All right. Now that's about that. I think maybe okay, something just came up to my mind now. Like, some of yeah, you just say, oh, I'm making $450,000. It's a lot size, okay? We'll do that one of these days. Okay. Oh, $450,000. Oh, $500,000. Oh, $2 million in one trade. The most important thing is you can do that, but have a better common sense before you start dabbling into using any lot size. All right. So let's go back to the 1 minute time. Sorry, 5 minute time frame. I'm looking at it from there. I have USD. Okay. I have Euro USD. Then what I'm going to do is to set the stop loss first. And then set the take profits. Okay. And then set the take profit TP1. Always. Well, if I see there is a better reason that the market, the momentum is very sharp and very strong. Because sometimes I will just move the TP1 to TP2. Okay. Now, if I am going to show you this from here, let me just show you. It's not much. It's just 30 pips for stop loss and 60 pips for take profit. Okay. Yeah, so that's ratio 1 to 2. All right. Yeah, that's ratio 1 to 2. Okay. We still have Nasdaq, which is not still kind of funny. Very funny. How many minutes have we spent? Okay, we're still about 40 minutes. I'm going to set the music to be playing, and I'm just gonna take a little break. But the break, while I'm taking the break, I am not going to say, oh, we'll be right back. As much as I love what was designed in this overlay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's just keep it like this so that we all can enjoy it while it lasts. But once in a while, I'm going to be coming to show us, I'll be monitoring it from the bigger desk, and then, in fact, I love today. I love what, I love what's going on. I think we should be doing this, while I may be targeting 3 to 5 trades in a day. While I may be targeting that, what I will be doing is, the time permit, I will just be dropping maybe one free signals every day, maybe on a live stream. And I'm sorry, I did not, let me just copy this and paste into, so that our people can also trade, if anybody can also trade if they see it. But yes, you have to be on the live stream. All right. Yes. This signal is coming from live streaming. Am I correct with the live streaming? Okay. It's a reply. Before I post that, can I just do one thing? I want to try to see if I can just take or copy. Okay. Okay. Yes, I did it right. So what do we have presently? Where are we? Where are we? Okay. So I'm not really going to be bothered about, anything. 5 trades minimum. Is it minimum? That's the maximum is 5 trades. Although sometimes you can have more. It depends on how many signals you're able to, get or generate in according to the market control framework. Okay. Yes. Wow, this is huge. This is huge. So should I? Don't tell me not to move. Don't tell me not. Don't tell me not to move the take profit. Okay. Okay. This is what I want to do. The take profit. I'm just gonna move it to take profit 2. Paste 4446. 4,446.90. All right, that's it. So 2 things now. If price does not break above this point, if price eventually breaks above this zone here, you can see from the 1 hour. All right, if price breaks above it, definitely it means I'm also going to move this take profit to TP3. All right, so instead of looking for 400 pips, instead of looking for 600, we'll be looking at 800 pips. Okay. Yes, and by design, all of this has been Okay, yes, all of this is automatically, designed to, like, every trade I take on XAUUSD is it comes with a 200 pips stop loss and a 400 pips TP1, 600 pips TP2, and 800 pips TP3. So ratio 2 to 3 to 4, ratio 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, ratio 1 over 2 to 3 to 4. I don't know if I got that right. So I just want to be here. Now, the same thing with, I made a mistake with the TP for, this. But I'm just going to, all right. So since we are here, I'm just going to set it here. So it should also be 200 to 400. 400 is at, okay. That was a mistake though. Okay. Although I've corrected it. Yes, I've corrected it. It may or may not get there, but so far so good. We are good with 3 trades running in profit. USD card. Then we have XAU USD. Then we also have XAG, which is silver versus the US dollar. Then we also have Euro USD. And also we have NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ is a buy order too, but it's not. Okay. I hope I'm not. Today is 17. Oh, funny enough. Okay. My eyes is here. Do you know that there is possibility? I'm sorry I'm doing this. My system also, the MCF has a 3 TP. So if the volatility, the momentum, everything is high, of course, we are allowed to do whatever, we're allowed to do this. Okay. This is an 800 pips. If it does that, that's good. This is setting it to TP3. And don't forget that I have also, okay, that's not the analysis here, but okay, we can stick a bit. But yeah, that's not it. Just do it with this. Of course, it's allowed. And maybe if it is still strong, if price breaks above here and there's now a pullback, like for instance, we have something like this, and now there's now a pullback. All right. And if the pullback comes with a lot of promise, for a bullish continuation, or the momentum is going to be, no, yeah, I'm going to, but I should be very careful around here what price could do, at least upper threshold here. Okay, I should be very careful. So how many trades do I have now? I have Euro USD. I have XAU and XAG USD. Okay, I don't know why NASDAQ was not listed. And I also have USD card. You see why traders don't always trade Forex aside GBP USD, GBP JPY, and a few others. Now, you just want to look at the bigger picture for every other ones and then just place your trade and forget about it. Okay, but never leave the site of XAU and XAG USD, and also US30, NAS 100, that's Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and also S&P 500. All right, so we keep doing that. We will just keep our eyes on it. The price is near the upper threshold here. There's nothing, it's not a, it's our own, these terminologies are our own MCF, market control, framework, language. Okay, yes, so we just named it like that so that we can understand what we are doing very well, right? So yeah, I don't know. So let's keep on keeping on like that.